Good morning, Coach Slack here. Uh, in an effort to deliberately create some good habits, I think it's important that we, in this day and age, when we wake up, the very first thing that we reach for should not be our smartphone or even our remote and these types of worldly things. But I really believe that it's very important that we should pick up our holy Bibles. Read the Epistle, the Gospel each day. And with that being said, I'm going to read the Epistle for today. I'm reading from the Orthodox Study Bible, which is a New King James Version. And today I'm reading from St. Paul's epistle to 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verses 20 through 26. An epistle is just another word for letter. So these are letters that St. Paul wrote. But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and silver, but also of wood and clay, some for honor and some for dishonor. Therefore, if anyone cleanses himself from the latter, he will be a vessel for honor, sanctified and useful for the master, prepared for every good work. Flee also youthful lust, but pursue righteousness, faith, love, peace with those who call on the Lord out of a pure heart. But avoid foolish and ignorant disputes, knowing that they generate strife. And a servant of the Lord must not quarrel, but be gentle to all, able to teach, patient, in humility correcting those who are in opposition, if God perhaps will grant them repentance, so that they may know the truth, and that they may come to their senses and escape the snare of the devil, having been taken captive by him to do his will. And also, one of the reasons why I really love the Orthodox Study Bible is they had basically a committee of theologians, bishops, priests, and in general people who were very knowledgeable about the Bible, who came together and collaborated and created some notes that go along with many of the verses that we find. And so I'll read you from these notes also. So the notes on 2 Timothy chapter 2, 20 through 23 says this: Heresy corrupts. Bad theology leads to bad behavior. The church on earth is a mixture of wheat and tares sown together. Membership in the church guarantees nothing. Even the baptismal confession acknowledges the necessity of struggle. And I'll add a note there. I really love the word struggle. Being a wrestler and a Christian, we find that the Greek word pali, which is used in the modern sense to wrestle for wrestlers, also means to struggle, as many Greek words have double meanings, sometimes more than double meanings. So whenever I see that word struggle, pali in Greek, it really just reminds me, being myself both a wrestler and a struggler for Christ. So the notes on chapters 2, verses 24 through 26. Good theology helps us along the path to good behavior. Although the truth stands firm and unalterable and cannot tolerate the false, it instills a reasonable patience and gentleness towards all people. This attitude extends even to false teachers, although one must not forget that they are enemies to be avoided. So that's today's epistle.